Hey everyone, today I want to talk about heat issues because it's coming up summer and every miner is having problems in the northern hemisphere with heat. So originally I had this window. You see I have a nice fan installed in there now, and that is an AC Infinity 10-inch fan from Amazon that I got. Before I describe more of that, I originally had sitting on this shelf this little fan sitting off to the side here. Yeah, one of those little vornado fans. And even on high, that thing is loud as can be. And it was kind of a hack or a rig. It didn't work quite the way I wanted it to. So instead, I got one of those. The AC Infinity 10-inch has the louvers and everything for $129 with a digital programmable controller, and it works beautifully. Now it has 10 speed settings and I currently have it on 7 out of 10, and I'm gonna put it right up here. I do not have a lapel mic on today. This is just the audio from the media mod on my GoPro Hero, so it's audible, but it's not bad. Not compared to the little vornado, especially when that thing was on full speed. Now, this is on 7 out of 10, and it pulls the heat out fairly well. And if I pan on over here, I got the controller mounted right there. And it can be programmed to turn on the fan at a certain speed, depending upon if it's high temperature, low temperature, high humidity, low humidity, and it runs on regular 120 volt AC. Now the wires, if I can learn how to use this gimbal correctly, I should be able to pan up now. Nope, I didn't do it right. There we go. Now I can pan up. I got the wires shooting on over, up top, and you can see right here, that is the thermistor, which also has a little cutout on it. Hopefully you can see that. And the cutout is actually for the humidity sensor that's also built into it. So that little thing right there measures the ambient temperature all the way up top, since heat rises. And there's the fan right there. So I have it set for when it hits 80 degrees or hotter up here, it will turn on the fan and help evacuate that heat and bring the temperature down. Now to mount it in the little window that I have here in the basement, all I did was make a 2x4 frame to mount it to it, and it's press fitted into the window, so I can easily remove that in winter time and close the window again. So it works beautifully. So let me go through some settings here. Let me pan on over here real quick, and if we go through, alarm setting, high, off, on. Okay. And there's 10. So this is going to be as loud as it gets. Again, it's audible, but it's not really annoying. Now if I come back over once again, and we go, let's just bring it down to 2. You can see it cycling down. It has its own little hysteresis that it works with. Now it's nice and quiet, and you can probably also notice that the louvers are opened automatically through the force of the fan itself. It's not motorized, and the louvers are fairly closed. And it's very quiet now. Now this fan on full speed runs just over 1,000 CFM a minute, which is not bad for the only 2 rigs I have. Now let's see here. On, I want it at setting 7. See, I have it automatically set for high temp, so now it will automatically turn on at 80 degrees. It's 81, so now you can see it's slowly ramping the fan back up. It's at 3, 4. It does a nice slow ramp up and ramp down. So if we go back over one more time, we can see that it's starting to ramp up and ramp again. So that's all I wanted to share for anyone who only has like a rig or two, like me, that needs to cool off a little bit of heat in the basement. Now, granted, if you have 5, 6, 8 rigs, and your name is Hash Raptor or something like that, by the way, hi Hash Raptor if you watch my videos, yeah, you need a lot more cooling capacity, but that works beautifully for just the 2 rigs I have. And between those 2 rigs, my Xeon Phi that I featured in another video recently, pumping out 250 watts, plus my gaming editing computer that's also hashing when I'm not doing anything with it, I'm only pulling 2200 watts roughly. So it works good to evacuate that amount. And the screen went to sleep. Wake up, there it is again. So I will leave a link for this down in the video description if you're interested. They make it in a couple different sizes. The 10-inch seems to work perfectly fine for me. And also, the other good thing is too, when I had this little Vornado fan up there, it would just run constantly. This one is temperature controlled or humidity controlled, so it actually doesn't run all the time, especially at nighttime when it gets cooler. So it actually saves me power in the long run because it's not running the fan when it doesn't need to be ran. So if you made it all the way through the video, thank you so much for watching. This is just one of many options you can use to help combat the heat of the summer when you have a small amount of rigs like I do. Any additional information and links will be down in the video description below. Actually, that's thumbs down, thumbs up. But video description below. And I will also have a link to the Misfit Mining Discord. Come on over and say hi to me and the rest of the Misfits if you have a chance. And I will see you on the next video.